Hello everyone, welcome to the OptiShot Academy. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ben.
Okay, we're talking irons and we want to help you hit the ball more solid, more consistent, so we have to get control over where that club's hitting the ground or where the divot starts relative to the ball. So having said that, today we're going to do a cool experiment that we learned. We're talking about where the speed needs to happen in the swing to get you to hit the ball more solidly, hit more greens, have more fun, take your buddy's money.
You got it. Let's
So
do that.
what's up with the speed out front? What type of experiment are we going to play around with here?
This one's a fun one. So there's a gentleman by the name of Michael Romatowski that taught us about the speed out front, and it is like magic. So we are very excited to introduce this experiment to you today. It's going to help you control your divot start. So here's what we're going to do. So in the golf swing, most of the time, people try to create all the speed on the downswing as they're coming into impact. But what we're going to try to do today is we are going to try to create all the speed right up by Chad's noodle. Slightly above your noodle. So we call this speed out front. So we're going to try to generate the speed right about here. So it's up above my head, and it's kind of to the left of my head.
Got it. So there could be three areas in the swing that you could make speed. You could try to get it to go
Could
here.
try it down there, yeah.
You could try to get it to go at the ball, or you could try to get all the speed to generate
Past the ball.
past the ball.
You got it.
Very good. So what we're talking about is just getting more speed production out front.
Past the ball. And then we're going to experiment with how much speed. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play around with almost a tempo with this. So I'm going to try to get 50% of my speed past the ball. Then I'm going to try maybe 70% of my speed past the ball. Then I'm going to try 90% of my speed past the ball and just see what happens to my low point.
Very good. So for our friends at home, will you demonstrate before we get the ball and the towel in the way what that would look like?
So I'm going to start with maybe 50% here.
So as Ben's doing this, what I can notice is I hear where the whoosh happens in his swing. So the whoosh is evidence of speed. So if you're doing, or when you're doing this at home, and you hear the whoosh happen on the target side of the ball, you're doing it cool, right?
You got it.
All right, very good. So you just try different
So that was
tempos.
50, yeah, this would be about 70.
There you go. So more whoosh, louder whoosh over here.
Yep, here would be about 90.
All right. Whoa. Okay. Definitely louder. Give me a
Now I
100.
need some water.
What do you got?
Okay.
So we have a towel here. So if you get a towel on the ground at home and you put it about 3 or 4 inches behind the ball, if you hit the ground without hitting the towel, that would be a good indication that the low point is appropriate. And we're going to see how solid the contact gets as you do this.
Yeah, you got it. Another easy way at home is kind of how we do it at the academy is if you just lay a club head down. It's about a club head in between the towel and your ball.
Cool. All right, so for this experiment, what tempo or what speed out front play are you going to run first?
Try 50.
All right. Pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty cool.
I missed the towel.
Yep.
And I hit the ground.
That's right. 2 things that have to happen is you have to hit the ground, and we have to hit the ground over on the target side of the ball.
You got it.
Cool.
Hit
So
the earth, it's big.
let me ask you this: when the ball was in the way, were you intending on hitting a good shot, or focused on the ball, or were you just feeling more of that speed out front? What's more true for you in that one?
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was focused on the ball. So I would say my commitment was not very good there. I didn't really sense the speed out front. I could have done a much better job there.
Very good. So at home, we're going to need you to pay attention to the distinction. Was I trying to hit the ball? Was I focused on the ball or trying to hit a good shot versus actually running the play and finding out what the experiment will yield? So having said that, if you're going to do it again, 1, what tempo play or what speed out front play will you run? And 2, how are you going to up your commitment?
Well, I'm going to go back to 50 just because I never actually did it.
Okay.
So I need to do a better job of committing here. Even though the shot was good, I need to do a better job with my commitment to make sure that the experiment's actually doing what it's supposed to do.
Give it a run, man.
Here we go. Much better commitment there.
Cool.
So I could feel 50% of the speed out front there. Contact was okay. I see that the towel has some ripples in it. So I'm going to assume that my low point was a little bit behind the ball there.
It was. So I saw it hit, and you know, this is going to happen to you at home, so don't sweat it. Just you know what the goal is. We're trying to get that low point on the target side of the ball.
You got it.
Okay, so now what speed out front are you going to do?
Let's pick it up a little bit. Let's go to 70 this time.
All right. That sounded different.
Felt different. Felt different. My commitment was very good there, so I could sense the speed. I heard the whoosh, and I was right at that 70% number. The contact on that one felt much different. That felt solid.
Yeah, so it sounded solid to me. What I observed is it did not hit the towel, and I knew you hit the ground. I could hear it and feel it in my feet.
Sweet.
All
So you're
right.
telling me that could work, huh?
That could work. So say you're on a par 3, you have your 8-iron, it's 160 yards or whatever you hit your 8-iron.
Yeah.
This is something that you could use on the golf course?
Most definitely, as long as I'm only using that one tool. So I know with the OptiShot Academy, we've presented a lot of different tools to you. Just remember, you're not trying to combine all the tools at once. So I would just take this one play call with me.
Very good. So we're trying to figure out the plays that help you hit it solid, or help you hit it straighter, or help you get control over where it's landing, whatever we're working on.
You got it.
All right, cool. All right, so what are you going to run now? Speed out front? What speed?
Speed out front. Let's go 90.
All right. I like that golf swing.
That one felt pretty good too.
Yeah. So definitely with this speed out front play, it's fascinating to us that when we have our players at the academy and we slow down their swings, how good the swing starts looking from a mechanical or technical perspective when they just try to put more of the speed out front.
Yeah, it's beginning with the end in mind, right?
Stephen Covey did say it best. That is true.
You got it.
Yeah. So basically, some people would say that, oh, well, I don't know how to do that. It's like, well, just try. Literally, it just takes that you try to get the energy, the speed in front of the ball, and it's amazing what happens. So play around with this. Try to get more of the speed of the golf swing out in front of the ball. Keep up your training, and we'll look forward to seeing you the next time at the OptiShot Academy.